So why is a patent specification so important? Hi, I'm JD Houvener, owner, founder, and patent attorney here at Bold Patents Law Firm. I'm excited to share with you a little bit about the details of a patent application called the specification. Before I get to that, I do want to point out below in the link, we have our Bold Inventors kit. If you're new to our channel, new to it being an inventor, check that out. It's got all the neat stuff about how to get started on your own. And so you can go into this process educated without being nervous about meeting with an attorney. Knowing about patents a little bit is going to help you as an inventor, your whole inventing career. So get started, check out that link and get started today. So let's roll up our sleeves and talk about specification. The long word, I almost never get it right. I'm amazed I did so far on this video, but specification is a long word for the meat, the heart of a patent application. It's truly everything except the claims. Now, I've talked a lot in videos before about claims, and that is what you end up owning at the end of the day. So those are super important. But this is about everything else, including the written description, the abstract, the detailed description of drawings, as well as the figures themselves and drawings and any images you might have included in your specification. This is what will support those all-important claims. In order for you to enforce your patent in the federal courts, one of the first things that they will do in the U.S. patent law is what's called the Markman hearing. Markman hearing is a fancy term. Patent litigators have to go through this process to make sure that each word, certainly each element of the claim, is defined, and both sides of a patent infringement matter agree on the definition for each word. And each word in the claim does not stand alone. Guess what supports it? You're right, it's the specification. So you've got to have a lot of detail about each major word, concept, and element within the claim. And the more broadly and completely that you explain it in the specification, the better position your patent will be for enforcement and standing the test of time through litigation if it does come to that down the road. So we want to write a good patent specification that covers your each language really broadly, not just covering one version of your invention, but really covering it quite extensively. And we say using different versions, right? Every single type of way that your invention could work in other applications. And embodiments, right? Ways that it could still function and have the same utility, but using different mechanics, different structure, and different types of materials. And so you want to list in an exhaustive amount of ways how your invention could work. The beauty there is that when you have an infringer that is using one of those specific types of materials, you've called it out specifically in the spec that this could be made of this specific type of plastic or nylon, even though, yes, the preferred embodiment or version is using metal. So lots of different things that could go into further detail about how to describe, how to write that. The spec is also important in how you show it off, whether it be through block diagrams or through actual three-dimensional drawings that have been converted into 2D to showcase the different functions, elements, and how your invention is claiming. So be careful about how you describe your invention. Make sure that it's thoroughly described broadly, and you're using lots of different embodiments to fully support the spec. So that's your quick tutorial on a patent specification. If you have more questions, please feel free to include them in the comments below. Again, if this is your first time checking this out, I'm JD Houvener, owner, founder, and patent attorney here at Bold Patents Law Firm. I'm also the author of Bold Ideas, the Inventor's Guide to Patents. And that book is in the link below, the Bold Inventors Kit. Download it today to get your copy. Again, I thank you all for joining our program, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. Go big, go bold.